So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set a working directory in Stata. And so first off, I'll show what I mean by a working directory. So oftentimes we will have a folder, saved somewhere, whether it's on our desktop or cloud storage or a thumb drive or whatever it is. But there's a folder or there's a location where we want to save all of the files that are related to one another. So it could be for a research project, it could be for a course or anything like that. So what I'm showing you here is one folder for where I have some stuff for one particular course. You see it says course data sets. And let's say that you're working in a situation like this and you want to make sure that all of your files are together, right? So that you don't want files spread all over your computer or anything like that. And Stata allows us to do this by setting a working directory. And the easiest way to do this, I'll start with the menu-driven version for new users. And then that will actually show us the code that we would be able to use later on. So I'll start by going up here to the File tab, go down here to Change Working Directory. Then what I can do is just navigate through to the folder that I want to use is the working directory. You can also see there's an option to make new folders if you would like, but in this case, I'm just going to use the folder that I was just showing you. So I click OK, and then you'll see a command come up here in the output, and then over here in the history window. And really what this does is, so you'll see here, there's the file path so the folder path, actually, not the file path, to this particular directory. And so what this allows us to do is if you want to, say, load data from this folder, you don't necessarily have to type out the whole file path because it will assume that everything is going to be in this folder. So if there were a particular file that you wanted to open from this folder, you would be able to just type in, tell Stata to open the file. This is most convenient for when you're saving files. So oftentimes you'll import data and then you will want to save it in a Stata format, or you will manipulate data in some way and you will want to save that. And so you just want to, set a working directory so that everything gets saved in the same folder. Same thing with if, say, you generate graphics and you want to be able to save those. Having a working directory set means that all of those files, whether they be new data sets, updated data sets, graphics, or anything like that, it's all going to just be saved automatically in the working directory. So it's just one way to make your work a lot more efficient. And then in the future, and so if you wanted to, say, set a working directory for, say you're working on a project, and so you want to use the same working directory every time you open that project, you would be able to just type in this command right here, which is the same as what's up here in the history panel of the console. You would just be able to type this in the command, run that, and it'll automatically set your working directory to this folder. You could also copy and paste this into something like a do file, and so that it just automatically runs at the beginning of a program and sets your working directory that way. And so that is how to set a working directory in Stata.